Have you ever made a purchase so bad that the only way to save it was to set fire to it? I did. Stay tuned to find out what it was.
Alrighty.
What an interesting Friday. So I'm actually on my last Meals on Wheels delivery, and Drew and I know the guy that just bought the movie theater here in our town, and I reached out to him because I know there were like items probably left there that maybe he doesn't want or need. So I said, if there's anything there, let me know if you want to sell anything. He just sent me a message and said, would you be interested in buying a ton of authentic movie posters? So I'm like, yes, like I would love to look through them. I'm gonna deliver my last meal. I got the coolers in the back here. I'm doing my last meal for Meals on Wheels, and then he's gonna meet me up there. Hopefully he doesn't mind if I film up there just a little bit for you guys. I just pulled up. I'm so excited. I hope there's some older stuff in here. We'll see. Look at this.
The reason that I bought it was because I wanted to see what upstairs looked like.
Oh, really?
It's out.
Gotta see it all. Look at this vintage Christie Xenolight projector. Okay, there's a lot. I mean, gotta tell you guys a lot. Look at this of posters. I know you think that that's it, but it's not. They're stacked here also. I mean,
some fine quality stuff.
there's gotta be something in here that someone's searching for and has been wanting. I don't know what this one might be, but there's some of them may be B movies, and some of them, this has got Matt Damon in it. It's got to be a good one, right? We found 2011, I think, as one of the older ones, so we're edging on vintage. Nothing vintage yet, but there's other really cool stuff in here. It's kind of overwhelming.
It's a scope. I don't know. I can't read it. My eyes are...
Some type of shorts on 35 millimeter here. That's pretty incredible. How old is the movie theater?
This thing will be 50 years old in 2027, I think. I think that's right.
All the original marquee letters back there. And then this, he was telling me, is
the old platter
for the tape, for that 35 millimeter film. Goes on these are huge reels. This thing is like more than half as tall as I am. I don't even know what it'd make out of something like that, but you know someone's searching for it. That's pretty incredible.
Man. What they would do is I didn't do it, but so the projector's over there. They would run the film from here. It would run through these things, go through the film, and then come back and it go to this one. Next time they show it, they would go from there to the film, then back down to the bottom one. The next time it go there to the top. They just have a rotation.
Holy cow.
I said, never saw it operate, but that's how they told me it.
Oh my gosh. And they just use it as a table. You know somebody's looking for it. Look at this. Wow. Okay, he would not give me an offer first. So because I'm the cheapest person in the world, I said, I'm looking at the volume of stuff that I'm getting, but I'm also looking at the volume of work. There's hundreds, guys. If it took me 5 minutes per poster to list them, I wouldn't be done by the end of the year. Maybe that's a whatnotable thing. Anyway, I offered him $50. He said, no, that one is a little too low. And I was like, okay, where are you at? He said, what about $150? You're getting everything. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to pay $150. I said, will you do 100? Can we meet in the middle? He said, no, but I'll do 125. Here's the deal. I don't want to pay $125 for these posters, but I want to know what else is in that building. So he can't even see what else is in that building until we get the posters out of the way. I am now the owner of hundreds of movie posters for $125. We'll bring some vehicles back. We'll start loading posters up. Little did I know at the time just how bad this buy really was. Thankfully, I am not into it enough money to break me. I think I might even make my money back. I could potentially turn a profit, but for multiple reasons, this will go down as my worst buy ever as a reseller. Oh man, guys, I just went and got some of these posters, and by some of, I mean 12 boxes. There's probably somewhere around 20 boxes total, so I can't even believe that I'm gonna get it in just 2 trips. This is all we could get today, but trust me when I say we fit all we could fit in this load. First of all, okay then. Oh my. I mean, each roll is like 2, sometimes 3 thick. There's so many posters. There's at least 2 on this one that is inside of this one. So this one spot is 3 posters. And we have all that. So over 60 just in that one box probably. And then there are at least 20 of these boxes. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. We got the first load out of the vehicle. I don't know how I fit all of these into the Bronco in one go, but it did. You see anything cool over there, Dello?
No.
What are you hoping to find? I think he's wanting the superhero posters, but guess what? That's exactly what I want, is the superhero posters. I'm gonna sell those suckers for $1 million, Dello. We're going through the first box just to see if there's any like superhero fire. What's that one?
The 33rd.
I feel like some of these are gonna end up being packing material. What do you think? Oh, the colors on that are so pretty. La La Land. Don't know the movie, but the colors of that poster are beautiful.
I think there's like a musical over it.
Really? You know a lot about musicals?
Nope. Okay.
What's that one?
Whatever that was.
Oh, that's cool. Is that an astronaut?
No, it's a chef.
Really, Dello? Really?
It's
I like that
called
one.
The Astra.
Ad Astra?
Okay.
Don't know the movie, but the poster is really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you just set that to the side?
Mm-hmm.
What are we setting that to the side for?
This is very cool,
Criminal.
Mommy.
That's cool. We're definitely going to be able to consolidate these because this entire box, we rolled them and rolled them and rolled them.
One Direction movie poster? Hold up.
What?
One Direction had a movie?
Oh my gosh, that one's gotta be worth something. When did that come
I
out?
was about to say, what on earth?
Are you a One Direction fan, Dell? And
Dude,
this is
I
how
love
you're telling
One
me?
Direction so much.
We consolidated that whole box into just these rolls. So I feel really good about, like, we should be able to get like 4 or 5 boxes inside this one box.
20?
What's that one? What? Kitten, please. What is this movie? Dello, it can't possibly be that we don't watch any movies. We don't know any of these.
For real. We have like a pile of movies that we either like the poster or we actually know what the movie is.
And it's
not
this
even one.
many. And we've been through 2 boxes.
2 of them are One Direction.
And 2 of them are Smurfs.
Yeah.
Apparently Harrison Ford wasn't the only one this morning.
Do you still love me? Drew?
What?
You still love me?
Until death.
Which one of us are deaths?
I'll let you figure that out.
Okay, this one probably doesn't have a chance of not going up in my office. Like, oh, look at Piggy. Look how pretty she is. When I was little, I wanted to be Miss Piggy. Like, I just think she's so fantastic. Drew, if you were a Muppet, one of the Muppets on this poster, which Muppet would you be?
Oh, I'd be Animal for sure.
This guy. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. There's kind of a resemblance. He's like super fuzzy and furry just like you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy.
Animal. Oh wait. Here's Kermit and here's evil Kermit with his mole. I love this poster. That's cute. Hot Tub Time Machine 2. As if Hot Tub Time Machine was not B-movie enough, they made a sequel?
I guess. I mean, I never even watched the first one, so.
This is a niche market. The funny thing is, in 50, 70 years, this poster is going to be like so amazing to someone and they're going to be like, oh my gosh, it's so vintage and cool. And right now, I want to use it as packing paper. We just picked up the second load of movie posters and got a little really nifty information while we were in there that a guy that works at a neighboring business came in and said, yeah, I remember whenever Chris owned this place, he went through and picked out all the best ones and sold them on eBay. They've already been picked through. Honestly, guys, I'm like so annoyed at these posters right now and finding out that somebody already went through them. I don't even want to go through the rest of them. But now we have an entire vehicle full again. It is every bit as anticlimactic as I imagined. What do you expect when it's posters that someone has already went through and sold the ones that are good on eBay? Like, what do you expect? Of course the good stuff's gone through. I just had no idea. And I don't think, okay, I'm gonna be fair here and say that I don't think that the guy that I bought these off of had any idea either. He looked just as surprised as I did whenever the other guy told us. He was like, I did not know that. And I don't think that he did, but it's clear these posters have been gone through not even once, but multiple times. It's just really frustrating because now I have to work harder to make my money back, where I could have went through here and got some Grail posters. I could have pulled out Saw. I could have pulled out a few superhero posters and instantly made my money back, and then everything else would have like dwindled in, you know, profits. But now that like the amount of time and labor it's gonna take to make my $125 even back. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting. If nothing else, I have either bonfire kindling or wrapping paper, packing paper. Help me find the silver lining here, you guys. Here's the truth of reselling. Maybe this is a screenshot of the video. This is half of it. We're into day 743 of going through these posters with less motivation than I've ever had to go through them. So this is a stack that may be worth looking up on eBay. And I'm saying to the tune of $10 to $20 a poster, possibly. These are all like what not sellable, hopefully, I don't know. Some of these posters I've come to terms with, they're just not going to sell because they're movies absolutely no one has ever heard of. And these are empty boxes. So I'm gonna break down the boxes today. Hopefully that alone will make me feel a little bit better about it. In the midst of all this, I had a ugly Christmas sweater whatnot auction. So all of this needs to be shipped out today, and then these items need to be put back. Happy Thursday. I'm still going through moving posters, if you can believe that, which I'm sure that you can. I have decided that I'm going to pull out a few of the ones that I'd really like to list on eBay, and everything else, like, I'm so upset about this buy that I want it gone. Everything else I'm going to sell and whatnot. And so I'm going to take some of the, like, the premium choice ones that I had thought about listing on eBay, probably list a 10th of those. And those are the ones that I'm going to auction on whatnot. But when a buyer buys one, I'll include 5 additional posters. So they buy 1 and get 6, basically. Hopefully I can get rid of these posters because, like, I'm seriously upset looking at them. And it's not because, like, someone else had already went through them, although I do wonder if that was knowledge. Let me tell you, like, basically some of the items that were negotiated for, they're not here. They are just not here. And I specifically asked about these items while we were at the theater. Like, there was one Matrix poster and it had the 2 pills on it, and I saw it, and I know that I'm 90% positive that it got left behind with 2 boxes that basically we were denied access to. And those 2 boxes were the newer posters, probably some of the good stuff that the previous owner hadn't went through. One of those Drew actually did ask about. It was it's probably the only superhero poster in this entire lot. And it was with the stuff that was like pushed to the side. And it's almost like we weren't supposed to ask about that when it was so clear that they were movie posters. And I did ask about it. It was like we were supposed to act like those boxes didn't exist or they were invisible. And I did ask about them. I asked about them multiple times. But at the end of the day, like, money makes people do really weird things, and I'm not interested in fighting about money. So the goal right now is to make my $125 off and burn the rest. Like, I don't want to look at these anymore, and more so because of, like, the negative feeling that I have about these, because I don't like being taken advantage of, and at the end of the day, that's exactly what this buy was. we were able to cart off everything that was in their way, but the ones that I know had the choice posters that I asked specifically about certain ones, I know they're still sitting up there. And oddly enough, there were a few empty boxes. And when I mentioned taking the empty boxes, which are also a part of the original negotiation, the answer was, yes, you can have some of those. And I was like, some? Why can't I have all of them? So tell me, if you're not keeping any posters to sell yourself, why in the world you would need an empty box that only fits a poster? You can understand, like, you can see why I need these things out of my life, right? Want them out of my life. This purchase literally just keeps getting worse. I feel like it will insult me from the grave. I just left the gym, and when I'm leaving the gym, the last thing that I do is you say hand sanitizer on the way out, and guess whose hands are full of paper cuts from these stupid posters? And I just got hand sanitizer and about 100 little paper cuts on both my hands. I was originally going to take this box. This is a large box, and I stuffed as many as I possibly could. I mean, guys, this is like 30 boxes worth of stuff into what I've just showed you broken down. I was going to take this one and put it in my office closet to use as packing paper, and no, I'm not kidding. But this box is a little large, so Drew and I actually packed a ton. How much do you think this box weighs?
I don't know, 75 pounds?
Okay, we got about 75 pounds worth of movie posters here. I would gladly list something like this on eBay and say, pay the shipping and you can have them, but no one's going to pay the shipping for 75 pounds worth of posters. We're going to take these downstairs, put them in my closet, and they will absolutely be used as packing paper. Yeah, I think I can even close that up. So I'll get some type of use out of them, and I'll show you what I have planned for the rest of them. I reached out on Instagram and asked you guys for your advice or suggestions on what to do with a bad buy, especially when it's getting you down. And I wanted to share a few of the comments. This one comes from Will, Reseller Madness. He says, bummer, I've been there. Value your time. It's easy to sink dozens of hours into salvaging a bad buy only to break even. But many times us resellers would come out way ahead by selling it off in one chunk below cost and quickly moving on to more profitable things. Keep your chin up. It can't win every time, but if we play it smart, we win far more than we lose. Will is so smart, and I'm linking his channel down below. You guys can definitely go subscribe to him. The next piece of advice comes from Rob the Junk Monkey. He says, dispose of it as quickly as possible, whether by listing, donating, throwing in the trash, however you do it, just get it off your plate. The longer you have it in front of you, the harder it is to deal with, and the more it will interfere with your forward momentum. Truer words have never been spoken. I feel like these posters have kind of stolen 2 weeks of my life, so I'm about to do something about it. Over and over again, the biggest piece of advice I kept getting was get rid of them. Get them out of your life. And honestly, I should have listened to that advice a little while ago.
No.
By the light of the campfire, we're going to read the other suggestions about what to do with a bad buy. Thrifting KC Style says, a reseller friend of mine once told me that you will make mistakes along the way, and don't look at it as a mistake, but look at it as a learning experience, and just enjoy yourself and laugh and enjoy it. Danny of Yard Sales and Dreams says, donate the bad buy pronto, and then have a ring engraved with "This too shall pass." Thanks for the motivation, Danny. My own mother offered some advice and said, you are blessed. You're the one that can turn a pig's ear into a silk purse. Talented and creative. Well, Mom, I turned this one into a fire. West Coast Girl 32 says, well, it can happen to the best of us. Just don't do it again, and don't beat yourself up. Anderson Exchange says, you took a chance at trying something new. Growth comes from learning. So does warmth, apparently. My friend Chrissy, Collins on the Move, says, don't overthink this one bad purchase when you have so many other great ones. Thanks, Chrissy, for finding the silver lining for me. Mama with the Camera Lori says, making some money is better than no money. Oh my gosh, wait, somebody actually got it. Reviving Redhead said, fire, set fire to it, yes. My best advice for a bad buy is to keep yourself surrounded with really good company, because when you are celebrating something outstanding that you bought, you'll be able to celebrate with your tribe. And when you need a little bit of encouragement because you bought something that just turned out to be a dumpster fire, well, your tribe is going to be there to encourage you and give you advice, laugh with you, or maybe even poke a little fun and think, girl, why did you buy those posters? As for me, I am just super happy to get these out of the living room, to get this video out, get all of this off my chest, and move on to much better purchases. I recently went to an estate sale I can't wait to tell you guys about, so turning this bad buy into this motivational, hopefully motivational video is the best thing I could think of. And it is warm over here too. And I got to sit by the fire with Drew.
Thanks for watching. God bless. And treat your business like your business, even if it's on fire.